Hello sports fans, Rubber here for Caravel Gaming. We have a choice of Mage, Druid or Rogue today. I came to the conclusion that there's certain classes I just don't enjoy playing. You know, people say, why don't you play more Warlock and Hunter and stuff like that? I just don't enjoy the classes, so I'm just not going to play the classes. However, I might like Druid, so I'm going to play some Druid. Nice easy first pick here, 2 useless cards and a Sunwalker. Ugh. 3 pretty poor cards for the kind of decks I want to play. I mean, I guess we take the Savagery, but you know, you really need something like a Claw for it to be useful. The reason we take it is I just don't like Abomination, and Light Warden just isn't good enough for Druid. So we have to remember to pick up some Claws when they show up. Silences are important. Pick up a few early, it's probably the correct thing to do. Because you might not get offered another one. Oh boy. And 3 awful cards. It's like, ugh. Just 3 truly terrible cards. Don't want any of them. I guess this is the only one with a slight bit of value really there. Wrath's obviously a lot easier to pick up, as is the Sun Fury Protector. Ugh, this is a horrible draft. I'm just going to do so bad with these cards. There we go, slight improvement with a Shattered Sun Cleric. What we need. This is awful. It's like you shouldn't be paying 4 mana for a 2/5. 4 mana should get you a 4/5. I think we have to take the Argent Squire here. I guess we have to take it, but he's just so weak. And looking like being an Ancient of Law. Well, we have to pick up the Claws because of this Savagery. Both of these cards are good, but it's just what we have to do, isn't it? I'd like both of these cards, but Druid Claw is going to be the pick there, as is another Shattered Sun Cleric. Nourish is very nice, but I think we need the immediate benefit of this card, Starfall. We can get offered a Nourish straight afterwards anyway, so I guess we do get a Nourish, because we're certainly not taking either of these 2 cards. Well, we need to flesh out these 4 and 5 drops. Shield Master's a good start there. Silver Moon Guardian's okay as well. We can pick him up. Probably need a big guy rather than a small guy at this point as well. Starfall or Violet Teacher? Think it has to be Violet Teacher. Nice. Nice defender. I'm not sure it's enough to recover from this terrible early few cards. Like, these Ironbeak Owls are just everywhere here. I can't bring myself to play a Naturalize. Guess we take an Innovate. I really want that Dark Iron Dwarf, but I think it might have to be another Claw for this Savagery. No, Dark Iron Dwarf's just too good to pass up here. Big fat Boulder Fist Ogre. Ooh, nice Chillwind Jetty. These early cards now. think a Darkscale Healer is a pretty good pick though here, to be honest. We got some like 3/5, some 4/5, stuff that you sort of attack the previous turn and survive for a turn, and then chance of healing them up and ourselves. Nice. Third Shattered Sun Cleric. Really, really nice. This deck's very weak in the early game here. You know, the Keeper of the Grove is certainly awesome, but I'm not sure we can afford to be any more expensive. Really tough one, that. Well, definitely Druid Claw, charge, helps you get back into the game when you're behind. It's got to be Novice Engineer. I mean, I can't play either of these cards. Maybe a Young Priestess to finish this off. We've got so much going on at 4 mana here. So, you know, we're missing a bunch of cards. No Starfire, no big 8/8 trees, no swipes. Oh, oosh. Really, really do need a swipe when you're playing Druid. You know, so I think the random number generator is just being savagely brutal to me today.
Versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
I must protect the wild.
Well, savagery's doing nothing at all. I think the Druid of the Claw can go back as well, because we just need a couple of early cards.
Wanna blow something up? Shields up!
Just make it 2/3. We're going to be coining into the Shield Master, I imagine. Awesome! Thank you for that terrible misplay. I love you so much.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I got this.
Right back to you. Yeah, he definitely should have took my 2/3 out there. He just got greedy. Tempos, you know, switched around because of that.
It's time for a little blood.
Druid of Claw is probably a really good card to coin into, because if I make the Shield Master, he can always pay 2 mana and destroy it, which would upset me greatly. I guess we have to do it though, don't we? Because we can coin into a Sunwalker and a Boulder Fist Ogre, like 1 turn after the next. You know, so if he's got Shadow Word Pain, I mean, I think he Shadow Word Pains on turn 2 or 3 on one of my guys, doesn't he, and beats me up.
You gotta be kidding me!
supply shield.
I must consider.
Pretty good.
Is someone injured?
That's also pretty good. So this is just one of those spots where you go, okay, you know, if you got a mind control, yeah. Kill me at this point.
I wonder.
Embrace the void.
I'm really not sure why that took him 2 hours to decide how to play. It's really obviously the correct thing to do. Really is painful watching people do stuff like that.
Where shall I strike?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
At this point, we just have to assume he doesn't have a mind control, as he absolutely would have done it on the 7-7. So, just have to dump all our big guys out and hope he doesn't draw mind control.
I must consider.
I mean, we've got some cool plays, so we can heal this guy up. If he doesn't finish it off this turn.
Move quickly.
And he does finish it off this turn. But I guess the plan is just make more guys that are just huge. Right?
What you looking at? Locked and loaded. Job done.
I must consider.
Give me a quest.
Awesome, he's made some really rubbish minions. So now he just gets beaten up horribly. Which is perfect. Awesome. You go girl with your mind blast. Really can't afford to play these and heal up because he'll draw a bunch of cards. So we have to take his guy out first, right? Yeah.
For the wilds.
Fire!
I guess this guy. Good start.
Job's done.
Yeah, if I'd played that Dark Scale healer, he would have drawn like 2 cards off his cleric. If any minion, doesn't matter who owns the minion. And I almost made that mistake there. I almost healed up and went, whoa. Gotta get that cleric off the board. That good, eh? That is how good your turn is.
I wonder.
I mean, you might as well play them, you know. You're dead if you don't play any cards. Might as well just go ahead and play them.
Where shall I strike?
My shield for Argus!
Where shall I
Feeling pretty good at this point. Liking my chances.
I'll put it on your tab.
Yeah, you're just screwed. You're just straight up actually screwed.
For the wilds.
The breach!
Me smash.
Fire!
Oh no, I could have put a young priestess out there.
Well played.
My turn.
He didn't want to concede in case I missed like 6 turns in a row. He didn't attack him. So, you know, deck's a bit clunky, and there's definitely cards we don't want in there. That's savagery. Is that what it's called? Terrible at remembering cards I don't ever use. Wasn't the greatest. Yeah, 1 point of damage. Bang! Not even worse than Moonfire, because Moonfire doesn't cost you any mana.
Malfurion versus Anduin! The light shall bring victory.
I must protect the wild.
Pretty good, pretty good. I'd rather that Violet teacher be a Shattered Sun cleric, so I'm going to throw that one back, but...
Do you need a blessing?
Kinda happy with these cards right at the start, they're pretty much the best cards. awesome. That's the coin out of the way right there. We can claw something for 3 damage this turn. And hopefully play the Dark Iron Dwarf and make this guy a 4/3. So our first 5 turns are really well orchestrated now. Assuming not another Shadow Word Pain, but I mean, what's the chances of that, right? Oh, of course. Now my turn's completely wasted unless something comes off the top of the deck. Nope.
My apologies.
That's led him back into the game with me doing absolutely nothing that turn. Oh, said let me back into the game. I mean, I can't even play the Dark Iron Dwarf now. This is so awkward. Because I'd have to pump up his guy.
For the wilds.
We do have a nice Yeti next turn, so we can just claw that out of the way. Plop a Yeti down. Unless, of course, he wants to heal it back up to full.
Handle it!
The light protects me.
Yeah, now we get the Shattered Sun Cleric.
For the wilds.
I would have loved turn 3. But he's playing some weak cards, you know, these are both pretty weak cards.
I wonder.
Okay.
You call that a for the wilds.
You know, the army of terrible minions just keeps on rolling, doesn't it? You know, because, like, your priest's ability is to heal up your minions, and if you can't play any minions that are actually can heal, you know, well, survive a turn, you're just missing out on a ton of value on your cards. At least he's smart enough to... Oh, he's got to attack that, yeah. Can't not attack that, that would be horrible.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Done. For the king! For honor.
So it wouldn't surprise me if his deck is just like cheap minions and then 6 mind controls.
Pass me that arc-light
Oh,
scanner.
that's terrible cards. Stop playing bad cards. Like Chillwind Yeti and going bang 4/5 for 4. Just so much better than that.
Bring me steel.
Oh, another bad card. This guy is most certainly king of bad cards. And if he doesn't kill that 5/1, I am just going to laugh so hard at him. What are you doing? Like, what? Can't believe he's even considering anything.
Push forward.
For the wilds. Where shall I strike? For honor.
So I've set up a play here where, you know, if he doesn't have Holy Nova, I can heal all my guys back up and just get a ton of value out of the turn.
The gates are open.
Like, that doesn't really change anything. I mean, I still have to run 2 guys into it to kill it. Absolutely fine doing that.
Push forward.
Shields up!
For honor.
Let me guess, you have drawn mind control now.
I wonder.
If you've got one, you should definitely play it, because it's awesome. Dies, that's cool. I can go with that. That works for me. And follow it up with a terrible card. Awesome.
What to do? Locked and loaded. Where shall I strike?
I got this.
For honor.
Now I could have shapeshifted there, beaten up his light spawn, turn it into a 3/3 and then attack with the 4/4. Would have probably been a better play. You always think of this stuff after you do it. I didn't think I had the mana, and then I suddenly changed what I was going to do there. And he gets a Sunwalker. I absolutely guarantee he gets a Sunwalker there.
For
Whee! Instead of lucky? That also works.
For honor.
I got this.
That's not about
So his deck was just too cheap. You know, he didn't have enough 3 drops and 4 drops and 5 drops with good. I mean, like 1/7's just terrible. It's an awful card.
The Frost Wolves step.
That's a good card. I mean, we do like him. He's pretty good.
Truth is my shield.
My shield for Argus!
Like, everything
For
has
honor.
thorns.
Fire!
Where shall I
Pretty scary board, to be left with when you kill them, isn't it? Daily out of the way. Had some friends come over before and play some Hearthstone. He went Norton 3. I said, keep my mouth shut. I'm not going to tell you anything. He didn't want any help. Norton 3.
You asked for it.
I think he actually drafted a bad deck, to be honest. I quite liked it. I thought it was pretty decent. Just had some awful luck. I laughed a lot. I'm not going to lie to you, I did laugh a lot. I think this might be my first loss right here. Really don't think I can do anything here apart from get the crap beaten out of me. I mean, this is just terrible, isn't it? This is what am I meant to do here? Apart from cry horribly and die. This is just a shocking hand. This savagery is so bad. When you don't have a claw. Like if I got a claw, it'd be amazing. It'd be like, yeah, kill that and also kill that. Triple mana worm. Oh dear. That's funny stuff. If he's got a frostbolt, he should definitely frostbolt me. I highly recommend frostbolting me. Finally realised. Like, yeah, should probably do something. Like these cards are just terrible. This is so outrageously bad.
Pandaria will be ours.
So bad. Finally we draw the claw. Oh dear. Can we even get back into this game? I honestly don't think so.
I wonder.
Pretty sure we can't get back into this game. Oh dear. Hilarious stuff how bad this is.
What to do?
Like, if you could give me the worst 10 cards, these would probably be... Like, that, you know, that Savagery and Claw would have been amazing. But, of course, you know, the turn we get the combo, he goes, oh, I'll make a 1/7.
I wonder.
Like, I actually think this is just a complete dicking from start to finish.
I feel for Argon.
I can't even attack here as well. The reason being, I need to prevent the point of damage. If I attack, he can just ping it, and then attack me with these 4 minions. But if I do it this way and don't attack, he has to attack with his 1/7, so it prevents a single point of damage. But this is just so chronically bad.
I
I don't know what you even think about it. Just attack with the 1/7, shoot it, and beat me up for 5. I mean, there's literally nothing else to do. It doesn't matter what the 3 cards in your hand are. Okay, cool. Pretty good. I mind that.
what to do.
Can't even finish off his 1-4. Starfall also leaves me. Well, I guess we have the Starfall, right?
For the wilds.
Gives me like the slightest of slight chances.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Yep, just making more cards. And again. Just awful cards. Absolutely awful, awful cards. There's no good play.
Truth is my shield.
You gotta be kidding me!
Yep. Yeah, I'll just sit here with all these cards in my hand, doing absolutely nothing. What are you even thinking about? Come on. No decisions to make here. Yes, obviously. Obviously you do. This is just so chronically bad. Yeah, I can't win from here, so I make a 4-6, he kills it, and just puts me 2.
I can see.
I mean, that was...
Well played.
Why are you saying well played? It was awful! It was like not even remotely well played, as I drew every single bad card. And the thing is, you know, I was one turn away from ripping his board up with the Savagery Claw combo, and he goes, "Oh, 1-7. Another terrible card that's only good in that exact situation.
Malfurion versus Malfurion!
I must protect
Wow.
the wild. Nature will
You know, like
rise
Iron Beat
against
was
you.
just utter garbage in that situation there. I'm pretty certain I have to keep it here as well. Because I can't afford, I don't want it, but I can't afford to throw it back. And get like a Boulder Fist Ogre, and then have nothing until turn 3.
What you want?
Guess we're just clawing, right? I mean, is there anything else we can do here other than just claw this guy?
For the wilds.
Oh, he's wasted his turn as well. So he shouldn't have coined turn 1. He should have just passed the turn and made the Frostwolf Grunt turn 2.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Interesting, I would have done well against that mage if I'd had a Swiper Maddox somewhere. That doesn't really surprise me.
For the wilds.
Push forward.
So we're just making the 2-1 because we need to have a guy. That's the only reason we need a guy for this Dark Iron Dwarf next turn. He's obviously going to shapeshift to kill the 3-1. Well, I would. Unless he's got a, like an awesome play. Cards are so bad.
You call that a win?
So, I get wrecked by a swipe. That would make me cry, for sure. Okay. Now I could have made a Shattered Sun Cleric and turned this into a 5-2 so it actually survives, but a 6-7 is just a horrible thing for him to have to deal with here. It's bigger than everything he can do at 6 mana, and it'll definitely be bigger with the Shattered Sun Cleric on it next
Handle
turn.
it! May my ancestors watch over me.
So, big guys is definitely the way forward here. Don't think it's possible for him to get back into this game now. He's just taking 2 damage every single turn here.
Where shall I strike?
We must cleanse the
Making him
Sunwell.
8-8, because there's a few 8-8s he could make this turn himself. And I just want to be able to trade 1 for 1 here. If he does, just make a big treant. Not good enough, is it? Just not good enough.
Locked and loaded. Tazingo! Yes!
Shields up!
Alex Strasser, really? No. Of course you're playing Healing Touch. What awful card.
Where shall I strike?
Dearly holding on.
Man! Fire!
Push forward.
I got this. Do you need a blessing? Or not?
This has got to be Deathwing. No, even Deathwing's no good. He makes Deathwing. Kills my board completely. I just shapeshift and finish him off for the last point of damage. Yep. There's no card in the game that gets you out of this mess with 5
Where
mana.
shall I strike?
Yeah! Could just concede, you know. Oh, she's young princess. Kill. The old bitch line. Not that I'm in any way suggesting women are bitches. It's just a back of the hand slap. It's called a bitch slap. And you do it with your weakest minions, like your boars and stuff like that. They bitch slap because they can't punch properly. They can only do. It just coincidentally happened to be a woman in this case who was weak.
Malfurion versus Valera.
Watch your...
Oh, the Ironbeak Owl, go away! I think we have to throw Defender Argus back as well. Keep the Yeti just because it's solid. And I'm dead. The Ironbeak Owl comes back anyway, I mean, why the hell not? I've had this problem on, I think it was like video 27 or something like that, where I just get plagued by these two Ironbeak Owls. They insist on being in my opening hand all the time. Yeah. Get in there and fight! This is even like the fastest of rogues. I'm just awesomely pushed here. You know, it's not even going to be funny how fast I get smacked in the face.
I smell blood.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
To make a 3-3, right? Works for me. Just make a 4-5. You know, I could shapeshift there and beat up the 2-1, but just make a big guy. It's an assassinate. No, it's not. It's another backstab.
Pay attention, class.
So I'm feeling a lot happier now than I was before.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
These feckin' owls.
Truth is my shield.
It's just like, go away! Horrible things.
They are bend to my command.
Doesn't really change anything there, I mean...
more training?
He's got really low on his life there, down to 12.
Truth is my shield.
Lucky I've got a silence, eh? Because I'm gonna need it. Into 5? No. I think we just need to silence that as well. To be honest.
For the king! For honor!
Wow, you can. About to, you can't be thinking of going to 3. How lucky!
Where shall I strike?
For the lion!
Thought I'd bitch slap that minion first. 1 point savagery. So that was a horrible hand, and I should never have won that one. My opponent just had a chance to destroy me and didn't. Any strong deck there would have crushed me. It was just horrible. Painful stuff. It's like that mage game all over again. That mage, oh.
Malfurion versus Garrosh.
Victory or death!
Iron Beak Owls just aren't going away, are they? I mean, I do have 2 of them. And there's a good card for once. Claw.
I feel icky! Wild.
Not wasting my coin just to swipe it. That seems silly. Looks like he just doesn't have a... He probably has another 2-1 or something like that. And he's like, yeah, there's no point making this 2-1. I mean, that has to be it, right? Oh, I mean, if he's got a 3-2 or a 2-3, he just makes it.
Back to work!
Okay, that makes a lot of sense as well.
Shields up!
Let me guess. Shatter Sun Cleric? Make me cry? Seems a waste there.
For the king! For honor!
Okay. Now as we enter the mid game, I feel pretty strong now. Even the fact that I'm going second. Obviously, Arcanite Reaper gets him back into the game in a really savage way. And if he has one, he shouldn't be spending half a minute on his turn. But he's not looking at his cards yet, so he might have gone AFK. No, he's there. He is around. Wow. That's your turn, eh?
Where shall I strike?
He's probably got a hand of cleaves, like 3 cleaves or something now. He's gonna go cleave, 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 kill both your guys. Two cards to deal with my wand. Doesn't feel particularly good. In fact, it feels particularly weak.
We must cleanse the Sunwell. We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Mega
Your
Tazdingo.
magic shall not save you.
Stop. Oh, he does have an axe in there. They do exist.
I hope you like my
Push
invention.
forward.
For the war chief!
He attacked the wrong one. He should attack the 3/3 because this can heal up. So that was a huge mistake from him there. Really ugly play. Jack.
Do you need a blessing? More training?
Puts him to 2.
Shields up.
And? That's what I thought. So yeah, you know, my deck wasn't the best against him, but he just made scrawny cards and and didn't apply any pressure despite going first.
Malfurion!
I made a few poor trading choices there, I thought.
I will fight with honor. I must
First time of
protect the
seeing an innovate.
Well met. My greetings.
Do we just
Do you need a blessing?
innovate, drop the Sun Fury Protector, have a 2/4? That seems Seems a bit silly, really. I don't know, it might be okay actually, turn 1. I mean, 2-4's gotta be pretty scary stuff.
Shields up! More training?
So this is working out nicely for me.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I got this. More training?
Yeah, that's just tempo-wise an absolute beating for him now.
What to do?
I don't like the idea of him being able to untap and Blessing of Kings here, so
Tazingo! Yes!
Push forward.
I got this. More training?
So, Innovate seems fine there. Consecrate to get back into the game. Pretty good. Priestess has done some work there.
Reporting for duty.
Pretty nice draw as well.
Push forward.
Yeah, I should have attacked with the 3-6. What am I doing? It didn't matter.
I got this.
It was absolutely fine.
Already attacked.
I was just if that needed a bit more healing up, obviously you attack with the undamaged one, so it heals back up to full. But turns out it was 3-4 anyway. So he's just spent his entire turn doing that. He's got all these cards, but he's got all these minions. And a horrible novice
You like my
engineer.
invention?
But kind of doesn't matter. Savage opening hand for me.
The victory.
I am sorry, what? Are you going to go equality consecrate? What? Nope. You just clicked the wrong button. Got me very worried there for a second. Yeah, maybe he had some good cards and was just really unlucky there, but it certainly came across as a really slow deck to me. Like if he'd made Light's Justice turn 1 and killed my Priestess, I think that whole game might have played out a lot differently after that. So, you know, there's a fair chunk of luck in that he couldn't in that he didn't do that.
Malfurion versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine! I must protect the wild.
Yeah, let's get rid of these awful cards. Hope for something better. That's savagery again, just go away. Go away. I hate you so much. Never want to see this card. I mean, I don't want to see the other two cards that I had to pick from as well. I guess we just beat up the 2-1 here. Like, you can make the 2-3 and it'll still trade off with these two, but if he has any sort of, like, tech himself... it means I get beaten up pretty bad. So at least this way, if he's got some cheeky trick or something, I take less damage. Awesome. He hasn't done anything himself. That's nice. I approve of him not doing anything that turn.
Shields up!
Seems fine.
Someone call for the doctor.
Well, you're obviously attacking it. What are you doing? Obviously not attacking it. Which is awesome. Makes me very happy. Why would you not attack it? I guess we use this separately.
For the wild.
I got this.
This is a very slow and bizarre game. I'm not going to lie to you.
Locked and loaded.
Awkward.
Where shall I strike?
That rifleman that I hate so much would actually do something.
Pay attention, class.
I'm just silencing the ghoul just to stop him from doing anything particularly silly.
A morning person.
Lucky I've got this Starfall, right?
I am ready to learn.
Seems pretty good.
Instruction begins.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
It's a really hard habit because you play your stuff out and then you life tap, and it's just so backwards. You obviously life tap first, then play your stuff out.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Instruction begins.
Silvermoon shall not fall.
If he's got a Hellfire, he's going to attack my shielded dude here. That would allow him to get back into this game.
It's me and Mr. Bite.
Nope. No such luck from him.
Your magic shall not save you.
You should have silenced this and then just attacked the 3-2 anyway.
A natural mistake.
That was a mistake.
And he knows it. He knows it now.
Remember, Kel'Thalas!
What you looking at?
We must cleanse the Sunwell. Push forward.
Yeah, it's cost him a fair chunk of board position there. Let's see if he life taps at the end of
Is my
okay,
shield.
doesn't life tap at the end of the turn. Does it properly this time? Funny stuff. Funny stuff.
Locked and loaded.
Push forward.
Yep, I think he knows he's lost this one now.
Why do you call what we do? Why do you call?
A lot of minions with taunts. Guess we keep all our guys alive, right?
Fire!
Well, I mean, obviously the 2/2's gonna die, but pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure everything else survives here.
Remember, kill the loss.
Apart from this guy.
Push forward.
Time waits for no one.
For the king!
Mind if I beat you up some more? Twisting Nether. Or Nether. Good. It's not good enough. The shiny wild growth. 7 wins. That's all we hope for when we play. 7 wins with no swipes and just some awful cards, but also some excellent cards like Shadows and Clerics. Love them all. Me love you long time, Shadows and Cleric. I think that's okay. I think it's a female. I wouldn't mind even if it was male. Quite happily. Quite happily do one. They're that good. If it gives me +1/+1,
Versus Jane!
absolutely fine with me.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Well, I'm keeping the claw. The rest of you, out the door with you. Oh, that iron big owl. That owl! I'm shaking my fist. You can't see this. My fist is shaking at the monitor. So, like, some walkers are also pretty weak against mages because they can just ping the shield off. Go. So I'm just trying to survive here. Really the plan. Try to survive.
The wilds.
Yep, he's pretty good. He is indeed. Pretty. Oh, now I draw the savage. Man. harsh stuff right there. I guess we just have to play the owl out, right? Okay.
For the king! For honor!
We got this Starfall now, so I feel a lot happier, no matter what he does. Starfall seems, I mean, an okay option, not the greatest. It's really how much damage we can afford to take here. Yeah.
I got the best deals anywhere.
He's actually really good at this moment in time. Use a no silence, no way to kill it.
What to do?
Pay attention, class.
I am ready to learn. I am ready to learn.
For the wilds.
Job done.
So unless I get a silence, I'm just going to get owned by this auctioneer. And I pretty much need it this turn. Not to be, so looks like I'm losing this one.
Truth is my shield.
Not sure I can get back into this game at this point. You know, he's just going to carry on drawing more spells. Spells into spells into spells. So, you know, his entire deck just revolves around keeping this auction into play, and I can do nothing about it.
I hope you like my invention. Do you need a blessing?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Let's put this on the right side, eh? I don't know.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
My shield for Argus. Job's done.
So, he draws a Flame Strike, I'm dead. Move on to the next game. Well, that also does it. Yeah. There's no game back for this game for me.
I can see.
You know, he made the Auctioneer, he drew like 5 cards off it. You know, he just takes my board out completely there. When we do want one of our multiple Ironbeak Owls, we don't get them. I don't really think I had a choice with that first Ironbeak Owl either. You know, if I don't do it on the Worgen, he hits me for 8. So, that kills me. He pings his own Worgen to enrage it there.
Malfurion versus Thrall.
You know, that's one of the things you have to stock up a lot. If you get a slow start and they get the Auctioneer out, you just go, oh dang, savagery. Why? Why'd you keep coming back into my hand? It's been the worst card. Well, next to the I think it's been worse than the Rifleman. Because it's never been there with my Claw at the same time. Look at how bad this is. This is awful.
Locked and loaded.
Coining into a 2/2. Wow. How embarrassing is that? Oh, that's pretty good.
You call that a win?
That's the beating. This is the problem.
Silvermoon shall
With
not
going
fall.
second. No way back into this game because of that first couple of turns. It was just so bad. He's just going to be making bigger guys than me every turn for the rest of the game, hitting me for like 6 or 8 every single turn. I'm doing stuff like that. Really? We have to do this one.
You call that a win?
We're just too low on life here to get back into this game. He just makes like a fire elemental or something.
Feel the power of the winds.
Yeah. Like, welcome to second place. And of course the Torque Taker as well. Just for additional rubs. Just to absolutely guarantee I can't do anything. Like, there is no way back into this game now. Look at all these other cards that are no use to me.
Shields up!
Well played.
I'm just gonna close this one.
I can see.
There's no point playing on. I mean, it's just tragic. I'm so happy I got to 7 wins with this deck because it's not been playing nice to me. And those first few turns, you know, I mean, that was where this deck struggled, just on 2 mana. And obviously having to pick cards like Savages that were always in my hand every game. But, you know, you look at that 2 slot and how important it is to go 2 mana and go make a 2/3, make a 3/2, instead of just going, got a 2/1, and just going, that's completely irrelevant and doesn't do anything. So, like, all of my losses were down to just having rubbish starts. I mean, you could see that. You could just see how it's like, it was so obvious. You know, opening hand, mulligan all away, get bad cards back and go, yep. I mean, because like 2 of my wins as well, I had awful starts, and my opponents had even worse starts. So, I think if my opponents were up to scratch, I could easily have just gone like 4-3 or something with this deck. So a big chunk of luck in that respect to get to 7 wins. If I'd had a couple, though at the same time, if I'd had a couple of swipes, I think I'd have been in games that I should have lost. Like that one right there, you know, he's got a 4/4 and a 4/1. If I go swipe, everything goes away, and I don't get beaten up for 12. Well, yeah, he hit me for 12 with the 4/1, didn't he? Because he gave it like Wind Fury. Well, that was the 4/4. So, and so you can just see the importance of certain cards in Arena when you're playing, and you know, so when you have games and you lose in Arena, sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it. You just go, yep, got offered poor cards, got my arse handed to me on a plate. And that was one of those where I could have gone could have gone 1-3 with that deck, because it was just, you know, it was only like the Shattered Sun Clerics and the Defenders of Argus, and when my deck actually wanted to play, that I got to 7 wins. Because I really didn't have that many 2-drops. I had a lot of spells and other things, and a lot of time I just kept on casting Claw on turn 2 as well, which you don't want to do a lot of time, but you just have to. Anyway guys, thanks for checking this video out. It was a bit of a weird draft. I'm not going to lie to you, there were certain things I was slightly uncomfortable, but feel free to help me out anyway and click like if you liked it. And until next time, ta-da!